Hello everyone. Today I'm going to go over what deck you should get into for a One Piece card game based on your play style on like other card games and how you normally like to play. Even though the card game isn't out in America or Japan, we do have a database here thanks to some lovely people who have translated the cards and gives us a glimpse of how these cards are going to work and what they do and what their effects are. So we had these, and then also the app that recently came out for One Piece card game that lets us, know the rules and things like that, made by Bandai. That only gave us the Straw Hat deck, and we were able in the app to play against the Beast Pirates deck. So based off of that, we kind of know how those decks are gonna play, and on reading the 7 Warlords deck, too, and the worst generations deck, we able to decipher how most of the decks are gonna play and what's the game plan for it. Um, to work on this video, I suggest that you read up on the rules or something, or play the app that Bandai made. Just get a sense of the rules and how good these cards are based on how you read them. Because since this card game is starting out, some of these cards they don't sound that good, but in the context of this game, they can be really good. Like this, no, this is not the Sanji card, but it's one of the Sanji cards that is actually really good based on how I've seen it played and stuff, and how I was able to use it in the game to get an upper hand on the opponent. Uh, so click on this video now, go play the app game, or watch another video on how it's played to get a sense of how this game works, and then come back to this video to see what would be the best playstyle for you. So first we're going to start out with the Straw Hats, which is going to be easy to explain. So in the starter deck, your captain is going to be Monkey D. Luffy. If I can find him, is this? Wait, never mind. This ain't the one. This is the one here. All right. His effect: activate main. Once per turn, give this leader one of your characters one rested dawn. So that's gonna give one of your characters 1,000 each turn. Basically, be able to do that. As long as you play a monster, or if you play a character or event, you'll be able to use one of that rested dawn that you used for one of your other characters. It's a pretty solid effect. The fact that you're able to do this like every turn, basically, because you're mostly always going to be playing something every turn. So it's just really good just to get your characters dawn up, and this pairs really well with the Sanji I was talking about before. Actually, this is the Sanji I was talking about. This is in the trial deck too. For 2 dawn, this character gains a rush, which means that it can attack turn comes into play. So in this game, your cards have a summoning sickness, and getting this rush is really good, because if your opponent doesn't have anything in their hand to bump up their captain, then that's a free life that you're getting on first turn you play this card. So pair this up, give this 2 dawn against rush, and then pair it up with the Luffy you had. That's 5,000 right there, and that definitely hits over Kaido, and I don't know if it hits over the 7 Warlords captain. Yes, it hits over 7 Warlords captain, and it does. It hits over every character in the trial decks we have right now. So that's really good. We go over to Usopp, who has a great skill. 1 dawn. If you give 1 dawn, 1 attacking, your opponent can activate blocks of 1,000 or greater. In the playstyle I was seeing, there isn't much blocker that you have. You only normally have like 1 or 2 blockers per deck, but again, this is just really good in case you're trying to finish the game, trying to get that final attack in. So it just makes sure your opponent can't do any blocking shenanigans. You have the Chopper, which is a blocker for only 1,000, so you're basically playing to expect it to die just by blocking something. So that's alright. I don't really Chopper disrespect, but that's whatever. Nami's alright too. It's basically the same. It is the same effect as your captain. So you're getting that 2 dawn. Their ship, their 1,000 stunning, that almost has the same effect too. So a lot of what the Straw Hats are doing is giving Dawn to a bunch of your teammates. It's a pretty balanced deck. Maybe a little bit lean a little bit more towards power because they're, just constantly giving Dawn to every character and make sure the board is big, so you're able to attack over the captains. Not much on the offensive side besides Chopper. You have, well, there's a few cards here to give 1,000 power, but only 1,000. Brooks the only one that gives 2,000, but they don't put many Brooks in the trial deck. I don't know how many they put, but they definitely don't have the max number of Brooks in a trial deck. And they only have 3 events and 1 state. So yeah, Straw Hat's pretty basic, pretty balanced, a little bit lean to offense, all about giving Dawn to each member, really helping out everyone. That's their whole thing. Next we're going to go over to the Beast Pirates. This is the purple deck. Their leader is Kaido with very cool art. And the really interesting effect about this is that activate main, -7 of Dawn was returned, trust top card of your opponent's life, which is absolutely amazing effect. Sorry, my door's opening. Yeah, but it's an absolutely amazing effect. Just being able to chip away at your opponent's life is really great. And the thing that this deck excels at is just controlling the board, being able to, basically say your opponent has no monster on the field, constant effect, who's who, on play -1 Dawn, and KO up to one of your opponent's cost 3 or less or lower characters. That's really good. We have Sasuke basically doing the same thing. Well, no, it's draw 1 card. My bad. King. King's the one. I know it's hard to see there, but KO to one of your opponent's characters with a cost 4 or less. So basically, they're all about just controlling the board. They use a lot of their Dawn instead of putting it on them, which again, Straw Hats are good at because all their effects are add 1 Dawn onto the character and it gives you this effect. While the Beast Kings are all about -1 Dawn and be able to do this effect. But their effects are really good. Really great being able to control the board. If you like control decks, like if you play Magic Gathering, if you like playing blue, then this is basically a deck for you. I don't know much about, because their 5th trial deck got confirmed coming out, which is like all of the movie characters. It's like Utah's one of the characters. I don't know much about them, but from seeing this, it was like resting opponent's characters. So that's that's a little bit of control too. So yeah, all of them are really about control and make sure the opponent can't do anything. We then come over to the 7 Warlords, and 7 Warlords, they're also a little bit of control too, and a little bit of resource gaining too. Their captain is Crocodile, who activate main -4 Dawn will return 1 character with cost 5 or lower to owner's hands. So they're a little bit of a cheaper version of the Beast Pirates. Sorry. Yeah, but the thing about Beast Pirates is that they have a lot of high attacking characters. They got the 5,000s, 10,000 Kaido, which has a really ridiculous effect. Make KO one of your opponent's characters, cost 6 or less, then this character gains Rush. That's really great for end game, pulling that out. But it's 9 Dawn though, which is really expensive. So you're only really going to get that out near the end game. Yeah, 7,000, 6,000, some 4,000s, a 2,000, 6,000. So yeah, really high. But if you look at the 7 Warlords, their attacks are pretty low. Not really that high. You have a few thousands. 7,000, that's pretty high. 4,000, 4,000, the 5,000 there. But yeah, they're basically, maybe spell control. Again, this Crocodile, return one of your opponent's cost 2 or lower characters to the bottom of your deck. Searchers, add 1 Civil Wars to the sea or throw bark pilot type characters, cost 4 or less. Other than get Gamoria from your trash or your hand. All about resources, draw 2, then discard 2. Buggy's pretty simple. I guess you can't really do much with Buggy now. Hopefully make good Buggy cards, but and then their blocker for the deck is Law. he's same as Chopper. One cost, 1,000 attack with blocker. Jinbei is pretty simple, pretty cheap, but decent attack. Yeah, just able to play one cost for a lower. Pacifist stuff from your deck, then shuffle your deck. Just getting a bunch of materials on the board. Make sure you're never running out of materials. Keep drawing cards. A little bit of control with crocodiles, being able to return monsters to the opponent's hand. So overall, it's a really good deck. I think I might be picking up the 7 Warlords when this game physically comes out. Then, last but definitely not least, is the worst generation. So their captain is Captain Kid, and he has an activate main once per turn. You may discard a card from your hand to put this leader to active. Yeah. So this is really the power deck. This is basically being able to, get as much power as you can, being able to hit over the opponent any means possible. We got the cool art law here. On play, set one of your rested characters, super rookie heart pirate, cost 5 or less to active. So you attack, you get to play this. Stand one of your characters to attack again, but it's 5 Dawn, so that's pretty expensive. But basically, be able to attack, get on your face, really aggressive, and their costs aren't that expensive too. So you're gonna be able to get a bunch of these monsters or characters. Sorry, I'm just used to a bunch of other card games. A bunch of these characters on the field, and just be able to overwhelm the opponent with how many monsters you have. We got Beppo, however you call it. One cost for 3,000. Put 2 Dawn on that. It's able to attack over any leader here. Because in this card game, as long as like 5,000 over, you're good. You're gonna be able to attack the leader. Got this really good kid card. This has blocker. And then for 1 Dawn, and then it turns this character to active. Which is, honestly amazing. And that's the thing. It's just an active, and they're also, because this is kind of like Digimon too. This card kind of like Digimon, where if your character's rested, your opponent's able to, have a character attack one of your opponent's characters. So having these active that makes sure that these can't be killed, which is very, this is really great. I think my prediction is that this is going to be the best deck in the format currently. When the card game comes out, this is going to probably be the best deck here, because you just have that offense, you have that defense, with never being able to like kill your, have the opponent never able to kill your characters, because you keep standing them. And they also have 2 blockers in this deck. Yeah, they have the Captain Kid, and they also have I don't know where he is. He was here somewhere. Yeah, him. Both have blockers, basically the same as Chopper too. So honestly, if you want a good deck that's just gonna be consistent, and you can really just, this deck just basically has everything to it. I guess the events aren't that good. The events are counters, which is alright, again, for keeping your character alive. Being able to power up your character so that they can, survive an attack, which is really good. But honestly, this deck just has everything to it. Very, very defensive, very offensive. It's really got everything. So anyway, for put everything, to simplify everything: Straw Hats, balanced, go offense, defense, the Beast King, Beast Pirate. I don't know, I keep saying that. All about control, destroying stuff. Then we get to the 7 Warlords. They're all about getting resources, semi-control, being able to make sure they never run out of resources. And then the worst generation, they're all about offense and defense, be able to keep standing your characters so that they can never be killed, and getting off multiple attacks. And with with Killer is actually a really good one too. On play, KO one of your opponents. Rested characters would cost her less. So they basically have a little bit of everything here. Honestly, they're probably more balanced than Straw Hats. Yeah, Straw Hats definitely more about just getting Dawn, because you can't really describe what the Straw Hats playstyle is compared to other card games, because just getting power. If you want to make a compare Digimon with getting DP, but yeah, it's all about getting Dawn, all about powering up the every character. So like no character is weak. Like every character is able to attack the opponent. Uh, so that's basically my summary of every deck. Hopefully this helps to plan what you're gonna buy when the card game eventually comes out.